Hola amigos y bienvenidos a Geeks sobre Ruedas. Espero que se encuentren súper bien. Yo estoy muy feliz de arrancar el año 2022 con ustedes. Espero que me estén escuchando perfecto. Y bueno, pues estoy súper feliz porque vamos a comenzar el año con una buena transmisión. Estoy viendo aquí que me veo un poquito deforme. Déjenme arreglarle por acá, ya. Y bueno, como pueden ver, tenemos dos invitadas desde Alemania. Tenemos a Desiree y Virginia, que obviamente no hablan español, así es que vamos a estar haciendo aquí la labor de traducción. Pero, how are you, Desiree and Virginia?
We're fine, thank you. Thank you.
Virginia is the one on yellow, and Desiree is the one on green.
No,
No.
Virginia.
It's opposite? Opposite?
Yeah,
Okay.
opposite.
Virginia is the one on green, and Desiree is the one on yellow. A ver, en español es Desiree es la de amarillo y Virginia es la de verde, ¿ok? Para que lo ubiquen en pantalla. Y bueno, les estoy diciendo que cómo están, dicen que están muy bien. Y bueno, les platico un poquito de ellas, las encontramos en Instagram, tienen una cuenta que está creciendo muy rápido, se llama Fórmula One Twins, así es que en este momento váyanse a Instagram y escriben ahí Fórmula One Twins, ahí las encontramos. Y la verdad llamaron mucho mi atención cuando empecé a ver fotos con, las vi con Lando Norris, con Leclerc, con muchos pilotos, ahorita les voy a mostrar algunas de sus fotos y videos y hasta han tenido la oportunidad de entrevistar pilotos. I was telling them that I was like really interested when I saw you on Instagram and seeing with all these like famous drivers. Entonces, lo primero que les quiero preguntar, the first thing I want to ask you is how how it was the transition from being a fan to becoming, let's say, an influencer. ¿Cómo fue la transición de ser un fan a convertirte en un influencer? ¿Cómo se dio? How was it?
You, could you repeat the
Yes,
question?
no worries. I cut, right? The connection,
yeah.
right? Okay. No, the question is, how was the transition from becoming just a fan and then changing into pretty much it's like a job now? You're influencers now, right?
Yes, like we want to grow a business with that. And yeah, okay, you asked how the transition worked. Well, it was actually like a project we just came up in a restaurant in Spa. So we met somebody there, like he's a friend of us now, a Belgian F1 fan, and he told us, well, your account is pretty good. Why aren't you like making a business out of it? Because you love Formula One so much. So make your passion into your profession. And we thought about it, and yeah, we came up with this idea, fans for fans and all around it. And now we're here.
So, están diciendo que ellas tenían una muy buena cuenta de Instagram y en el Gran Premio de Spa conocieron a una amiga. ¿It's a girl? ¿It's a friend female?
Oh,
¿O it's a boy?
it's a boy.
Ah, ok. A un amigo, un fan de la Fórmula Uno que ahora es su amigo y les dijo, oigan, su cuenta de Instagram está muy bien, ¿por qué no lo convierte en un negocio? Y ahora ellas lo están haciendo como un negocio que se llama Fans for Fans. Entonces vamos a preguntarles un poco de qué se trata eso de Fans for Fans. Can you explain a little bit about Fans for Fans? What is it?
Yeah, of course. Well, the mission of Fans for Fans is to bring the fans closer to F1 and of course to the teams and drivers, because we are fans by ourselves and we know what the young F1 fans want, and they want to get an insider's perspective into F1. They want to get to know the teams and drivers, because the content that the broadcasters deliver is not enough, in our opinion, and we think that many people think like how we do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and of course, realized when we made all the stories around the race, when we've been there, they love our stories about how we meet the drivers, how we are at the race, and of course, obviously, this is something a broadcaster couldn't show, right?
Ok, ellas están diciendo que Fans for Fans es una idea que trajeron de poder acercar a los fans y darles lo que están buscando. Consideran que lo que maneja la Fórmula 1 no es suficiente, entonces ellas quieren mostrar lo que realmente pues los fans quieren ver, porque ellas son fans, entonces ellas quieren mostrar esa parte también hacia los fans y darles eso, ¿no? Y bueno, yo he notado que han tenido fotos. Ahora en este momento, I'm gonna change to the screen with the pictures right now. Voy a cambiar a la imagen con fotos. Ahí podemos verlas en diferentes momentos, con diferentes pilotos. Y bueno, han estado con pilotos como Charles Leclerc, como Carlos Sainz, como Norris. I noticed that you have been with like a lot of pilots. I can see you're there in the screen with actually Lando Norris, and I wanted to ask you, um how do you approach them? How Daniel Richardo, how do you get close to them? ¿Cómo se acercan a ellos? ¿Cuál es el proceso? What is the process to be able to get close to a Formula One driver? Please give me the tip.
So first of all, you have to do a lot of research because, I mean, you have to think like a driver. For example, how do you stay when you are at the race?
And where?
And where? At the hotel. So maybe you can meet them there. And they also have to come to the track. So you can go to an airport or something like that. And then when you think you found the right spot, you have to be very patient because many times you don't know when they will arrive or when they will leave the hotel. So yeah, we spend a lot of time waiting.
Ok, dicen que pues obviamente hacen la labor de investigación, de ir a los aeropuertos, de ir al hotel, pero que una parte muy, pero muy importante es la paciencia, porque hay veces que no saben con exactitud en qué momento van a aparecer, entonces tienen que estar durante mucho, pero mucho tiempo esperando para poderse encontrar con un piloto. So patience is the key, right? So have you been to a place where you think a pilot is gonna be and you wait like hours and then it never appears?
Yes.
Give me a second. ¿Han estado en un lugar donde creen que va a llegar algún piloto y de repente nunca aparece? Go ahead.
Yes, and it was in Spa when we tried to meet Lewis Hamilton, and we knew that he lives in a motorhome, and we stood right in front of it. I mean, not in front of the motorhome itself, but from the hidden area, you know. And I think we waited like 4 hours or something like that because like his bodyguard said, okay, maybe he will come around and and sign some stuff for you and take pictures. And we waited because, you know, he is our favorite driver, like our hero. Mm-hmm. And of course we waited hours, but yeah, in the end he didn't come. But yeah, that's how it is.
How many hours you think you waited that day?
I think this day it were only 4 hours, but it was in the evening. in the evening.
So, only?
Yeah, I think we arrived at around
7 p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m., something like that. And then we waited almost till midnight.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
That was in Spa, you said? In Spa-Francorchamps? Dicen que cuando fueron a Spa, su piloto favorito es Lewis Hamilton, y estuvieron esperando desde las 7 de la noche hasta la medianoche. Estuvieron cerca de su motorhome, de su camper, y esperaron ahí más de 4 horas y nunca apareció. Porque la pregunta que les hice es, ¿les ha pasado que pues van a algún lugar y no aparece el piloto? Y me dicen que sí, que obviamente para ellos son super fans de Lewis Hamilton, pero en esta ocasión no lo pudieron encontrar. Also, I noticed that you interviewed actually someone that is really recognized in the Formula One, recognized not as a pilot, but he's a pilot actually. I'm talking about Mr. Maylander, the driver of the safety car. What were the highlights? Give me a second, let me translate that. ¿Cuáles fueron bueno, tuvieron la oportunidad, como pueden ver en pantalla, de que entrevistaron al señor Maylander, que es el piloto del safety car, y les pregunto que cuáles fueron las cuestiones más destacadas de esa entrevista. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, we met him in Stuttgart at the Mercedes-Benz Museum, which was actually a highlight itself.
Okay.
Being in the museum, and of course they have some history about the motorsport participation of Mercedes inside, and there we did the interview, which was the perfect place for that. And we had prepared 5 questions which has been submitted by the fans. So that was not our own questions, actually, it was from our followers.
Okay.
And Yes, and after as we have finished the interview, he like made a tour with us through the museum, which was of course very unique because who gets a tour through the Mercedes Museum by Bernd Mailänder?
Just for the two of you. Just for the two of you, the whole museum. That's awesome. Dicen que cuando tuvieron la oportunidad de entrevistar al piloto del safety car, el señor Mailänder, pues decían que lo más destacado para ellas fue la oportunidad de conocer el museo de Mercedes, donde está toda la historia de Mercedes-Benz. Eso fue como súper destacado. Entonces eso fue bien interesante. Are you actually right now on Instagram, or you have any other platforms where we can find you? Bueno, go ahead.
I mean, our main platform is Instagram. We tried TikTok, but it's not that successful. I think we should do some research how we can grow on TikTok, but we focus on Instagram.
Ok, y están comentando que su red principal es Instagram. Lo han intentado en TikTok, pero no les ha ido tan bien, pero que van a seguir investigando para seguir creciendo en TikTok. I can help you a little. I'm not an expert on TikTok, but I'm working on it. Pretty much you have to work on your editing skills for videos. Les digo que tienen que en TikTok practicar en la parte de editar videos. But you have been to awesome places, and I think just showcasing what you do, I think would be really attractive on TikTok. Like, for instance, these short videos with Lando Norris or with Leclerc where you give him cookies or stuff. I think that's super attractive on TikTok because you don't get to see that, as you said. Yo le estoy diciendo que todo eso de conocer a los pilotos, que le regalen galletas, que esos pequeños videos podrían ser muy atractivos en TikTok. How many Grand Prix have you been so far? Until now, yeah.
I think about 7. I mean, we started in 2018, and in 2018 we've been to Hockenheim and Barcelona.
Barcelona.
And then Barcelona, Hockenheim. And Spielberg. And Spa and Zandvoort. So 5. Yeah, but we've been
twice, no?
Yes, we've been twice in Spielberg and twice in Hockenheim.
Austria, Spa. I think I'm missing one. I have Barcelona, Hockenheim, Austria, and Spa, and what else?
Zandvoort.
And Netherlands. Ok, entonces le estaba preguntando ahorita en cuántos grandes premios han ido. Han ido 7 veces a grandes premios, pero han ido a 5 lugares. Han ido a Barcelona, a Hockenheim, a Austria, a Spa y a Holanda. Además, empezaron realmente en el 2018. Estamos en el 2022. Just 4 years ago you started. Like really, you have grown a lot, but only in 4 years. What made you get closer to the Formula One?
We think it's a big trend that the fans relate a lot to teams and drivers and not to the motorsport itself, because we are a really big fan of Lewis Hamilton, and we think that many other young fans are, for example, a big fan of Lando Norris, and then they come into F1, for example, when they watch Drive to Survive on Netflix, which is a very, very cool series. And I think, that Netflix did a lot to attract more F1 fans.
So the first thing you were attracted by was by Lewis Hamilton itself, or by Drive to Survive? What would you say was first?
I think, we started watching Formula One mainly because Justin Bieber went from stage.
What?
Yes, we've been main Justin Bieber fans, and then he retired. But we saw him with Lewis Hamilton at the Monaco GP, and that's when we thought, okay, maybe Lewis is the right driver for us. And he has a great personality and doing lots of stuff to help the environment, people, and so on. And that's how we came into it.
Wow, están comentándome ellas que les pregunté que cómo fue que ellas se acercaron a la Fórmula 1 y me dicen que principalmente pues hay diferentes maneras, ¿no? Pero es mucho porque se identifican con algún piloto o con alguna marca en específico. En el caso de ellas fue porque ellas son fans de Justin Bieber y una vez vieron a Justin Bieber con Lewis Hamilton en Mónaco y a partir de ahí fue como que dijeron, wow, nos gusta Lewis Hamilton y le empezaron a dar seguimiento. Pero realmente lo que las trajo, miren, es interesante saber eso. Realmente lo que les trajo a la Fórmula Uno fue Justin Bieber. O sea, Justin Bieber fue su acercamiento. Are you still fans of Justin Bieber nowadays?
Yes, we are, but not that like
Not like
huge
Lewis Hamilton.
yeah.
Dicen que siguen siendo fans de Justin Bieber, pero no tanto como de Lewis Hamilton. Wow, that's very interesting. What are your plans for the future? ¿Cuáles son sus planes para el futuro? What do you see doing this 2022? ¿Qué se ven viendo o haciendo en el 2022?
Yes, I mean, in general, we want to attract many sponsors and F1 teams and many people around F1 with our concept, Fans for Fans. So Desiree's, I should not say that. So this should be like our main job, you know, because I'm currently studying nutritional science and she's working in marketing. But of course, our dream is to do this.
Sorry.
Main job.
You are working on Desiree is working on marketing, right? And you are studying what?
Nutritional science.
No, okay, so you can lose some weight. Okay. Okay, and continue, please.
Yes, right. So our main purpose or goal is to do our passion as a main profession, to live from this concept and be at as many races as possible and meet as many drivers as possible and engage the fans and grow our account on Instagram.
Ok, les pregunté cuál era su objetivo para el 2022 y bueno, eventualmente lo que quieren es dedicarse 100% a este tema. Actualmente una de ellas está estudiando ciencia nutricional y la otra hermana está trabajando en la parte del marketing, pero quieren dedicarse al 100% a hacer crecer la cuenta, a hacer crecer el concepto de Fans for Fans. La cuenta de Instagram, se las voy a poner aquí en pantalla para que la puedan seguir, es @formula1-twins, @formula1-twins para que vayan y la sigan. Okay, now I have to ask you because we have been talking a lot about Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes and all that. Let me know what you think about, because many people here love Checo Pérez, many people love here Red Bull, Checo Pérez, Max Verstappen. Déjenme saber, por favor, ustedes, ya hablamos mucho de Lewis Hamilton, ¿qué es lo que piensan de Checo Pérez, de Red Bull, de Max Verstappen?
Well, we think Checo is the Minister of Defense of Red Bull. We think he did a very great job in this team. I think after Daniel Ricciardo, none of Max teammates really come up to his performance, and we think Checo, he's not on the level of Max, but I think nobody can do this, maybe except of Lewis. But we think Checo is a very, very good driver. I think he's better wingman than Valtteri Bottas was because he did his job. Bottas sometimes didn't do his job and didn't follow the things the team said to him. So we think Checo, he really loves Red Bull and he follows the purpose.
Yeah, he's a perfect teammate for Max.
Yeah.
Okay. Bueno, están diciendo que justo después de Daniel Ricciardo, Max Verstappen no había tenido coequiperos del nivel adecuado y consideran que Checo Pérez hizo un gran trabajo, incluso mejor que el trabajo que hizo Valtteri Bottas, porque pues Valtteri Bottas algunas veces no obedeció lo que le pidieron. Sin embargo, allí estuvo Checo siempre haciendo lo que necesitaba y que es un gran coequipero para Max Verstappen. Muy bien. Do you want to say anything to the Latin American audience, that is the main audience that follows Geeks Sobre Ruedas? Do you want to tell them something? ¿Hay algo que le quieran decir a la audiencia de Latinoamérica, que es principalmente la que sigue Geeks Sobre Ruedas? ¿Le quieren decir algo?
Yes, of course. First of all, we're very happy that Formula One is that popular in your country. and that more fans get into F1. And of course, dreams can come true. So if your goal is to meet a driver this year or to participate at a F1 race, go for it and do everything you can arrange. I mean, last year, this time in February or in January, we didn't think that we could meet so many drivers in 2021, and we succeeded very well. So yeah, live your dreams and dreams can come true.
Le dice que lo primero que les quiere decir es que sigan sus sueños, que si en sus sueños está el conocer algún piloto o el estar en algún evento de Fórmula 1, lo pueden lograr. Dicen que justo más o menos a esas alturas del año, en el 2021, hace un año, no se imaginaban que iban a poder conocer tantos pilotos, pero bueno, lo lograron. Así que vivan sus sueños, que los sueños se hacen realidad. Ese es el mensaje para toda la comunidad latina por parte de Desiree y Virginia, las Fórmula 1 Twins, ya saben, con su concepto de fans for fans, para que estén ahí viéndolas de cerca, de todo lo que a lo mejor nosotros no podemos vivir, porque también estamos en Latinoamérica, no hay tantos grandes premios por acá, lo vamos a poder vivir a través de Desiree y Virginia. Desiree and Virginia, I hope you enjoyed this interview, that I didn't make too many difficult questions. And I really appreciate your time. It was a pleasure having you here in Geeks Over Us. I'm hoping to go this year to one or two European Grand Prix. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to dream, like you said. But if that happens, I would love to meet you in person and have a couple of pictures with you. It would be my pleasure. And I wish you the best with this concept. I'm pretty sure you're going to reach all your goals. I'm pretty sure you're going to be over those 10,000 followers on Instagram. I am pretty sure once that people find out the amazing job you do, people are going to start following more and spread the word about you. So my best wishes for you, and thank you so much.
Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bueno, pues le estaba diciendo que ahorita tienen 3,000 más o menos, más de 3,000 seguidores. Les decía que o 4,000, más de 4,000, que eventualmente van a lograr el objetivo de llegar a los 10,000 este año, cuando la gente empiece a ver lo que están haciendo y empiece a compartir la palabra. Y bueno, que les deseamos lo mejor, y que si me voy a algún gran premio en Europa, espero poderlas encontrar y tomarme una foto con ellas. Les agradezco a todos que nos hayan acompañado el día de hoy. Muchísimas gracias, en un dominguito temprano relativamente. Muchas gracias a la gente que se conectó, que dio sus likes. Este es solamente el comienzo de este año. Vamos a estar trabajando para traerles más y más contenido. Los dejamos con el outro y nos vemos muy pronto. Chao, chao.
Vamos a la playa.